Yo, what's going on, guys? Clutch back again with another video for you guys. And before we do get into it, if you could please drop a like on the video, it would help me out a ton. And as well, drop a comment. Let me know if you do use this formation. Like I said, I really enjoyed it. I think it's absolutely incredible. So let me know if you do use it, and if you can, please drop a sub as well. We are trying to reach 6,000 subscribers, so every single one of you who does drop that sub button, it would mean the absolute world to me. So it is going to be another tactics video, and it is going to be, and I will show you now, it is actually going to be the 4-3-3 attack. Now for me, I'll show you the with ball and without ball at the end, but the structure, the tactics and instructions I've used, and they're absolutely incredible. I've absolutely loved using them. So build-up style is on counter. For me, counter's the absolute must use. I think it's absolutely incredible. So for me, you have to be using counter if you're playing FC 24. And then my defensive approach is on balance, but I do have the line height adjusted to 40. If you don't know how to do it, because as you can see, it is on 50, you do simply tap Y or triangle, and then you can literally move it up and down to whatever you're choosing. For me, I do have it on 40. Just adds basically that extra bit of defensive strength and makes it as easy as it can be to defend. Now, I do have my left winger on inside forward roaming. Now, this is because this will generally be my more creative winger. He can obviously still score goals, but I do just want my wide, well, like one of my wide wingers to be a little bit more creative, add that extra bit of link-up play. And I've actually found having them on roaming can be very, very good. The AI tries to find the gaps in their team for you, and like I said, when you've got a player like Neymar who can really navigate the channels well, and also the gaps with the dribbling, passing, it can be like an absolute match made in heaven. And especially if you've got a deadly striker, you know, you can really score a lot of goals. And as you can see on the heat map, we're covering a lot of the pitch with him on roaming. I do have my other inside forward on attack. Now this is partly because I do have Saka on it, who's a double plus inside forward, which is absolutely incredible. And also I do just want to have one of my wingers as a more attacking focused winger, just to try and help us score as many goals as possible. Now I do, I've just changed it to roaming by accident. Now I do have my striker simply on just advanced forward attack. Some people have spoke about how poacher for certain people can be very good. They can kind of score a lot of goals and really just stand in the box. It really does depend what you want and what kind of striker you're using. If you're using an Erling Haaland, I'm sure a poacher would be fine. If you like to be a bit more like me, where you like to play on the ball a bit more, dribble, maybe in the occasional skill move, really build up play compared to maybe just lumping it in the box, then advanced forward attack is the absolute way to play. Now, I do have Playmaker on roaming. Now, a lot of people probably haven't messed around with Playmaker too much. I've got Bellingham untradeable, so obviously I am in a privileged position. I've used him as this double plus, and he is absolutely incredible. He still makes the runs going forward. He still does help out defensively, but he is just absolutely everywhere, linking up play and just making the game a dream to play, to be honest. Having the Playmaker double plus is absolutely unreal, and then obviously having them on roaming. See how much of the heat map they just cover. They really do just boss this entire midfield, and I would recommend, if you are doing it, not to obviously have Bellingham, not everyone can, but have a similar profile of player so you can really control that midfield and just let them just run everywhere. I do have both of my midfielders on holding defend. Now this will be because they're almost going to play like a double pivot. It's almost like playing the 4-3-3 defend, but instead of having a central midfielder, you're having a cam. I just do basically want them to be like doing everything they can defensively. For me, it can be quite hard to defend this year. Just my personal opinion, I find that there can be a lot of gaps, especially with trying to understand these new tactics. A lot of people are doing a lot of weird stuff that can be quite unpredictable to play against. So for me, having these two DMs on holding defend really does help out, and it kind of does work well with the wing backs as well. You'll see with the with ball what kind of thing I'm going for. It works very, very well. I do have both of my centre backs on just defender defend and my goalie on goalie defend. We do just literally want them to be out and out centre backs. Make sure, you know, they really do just defend our box. For me, stopper, it's all right. They just run like crazy headless chickens and lead the press. And then generally, if you play ball playing defender, they just go too wide and they create way too many gaps in your back line. I think ball playing defender is more a role if you're playing a 3 or a 5 back, where, you know, you're trying to stretch the pitch a bit more. And then I do have both of my my left back and right back, and I have them both as wing backs. This is because, and as you'll see with the with ball, Basically, I just want them covering that space, especially where I've got the 2 inside forwards. Those wide areas can end up being pretty open, especially with obviously having the 3 in midfield that are pretty narrow as well. And obviously, as you can see with the heat map, they do just cover this area of the pitch absolutely perfectly. So guys, now I am going to show you what it looks like with ball, and as you can see, it's almost like a 4 in midfield with the wing backs, and then you have kind of Bellingham joining up in a bit of a front 4. Neymar kind of floats into these little central spaces in this triangle. And, you know, you get a lot of really good attacking options when you do have the ball. For me, I'm more of an attacking player that tries to defend. And, you know, I think this works absolutely great. But let me know if it does. Obviously, like I said, let me know if you do use it down in the comments. Please drop a sub, like I said. And if you do want your weekly games played to get rank 1 rewards, 15 and 0, the guaranteed icon rewards, visit improveyourrank.co.uk and book in now whilst there is still spaces for the first weekend. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.